Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyon of Wild Fox Alchemy, and I'm an intuitive business coach and tarot card reader, and I am here to do your weekly reading from the 1st to the 7th of August. These weekly readings are all about your money and your business, so let's get cracking and see what this week has in store for you, Taurus. So we start with an animal spirit card. The overall energy of this week for you is Wombat Spirit, be at home. Okay, very nice. What you need to focus your energy on. Ooh, a tower moment, release and revelation. Strengths, the Knight of Feathers, action and focus. Possible obstacles, the Empress. She's always interesting when she comes up as an obstacle, that one. And the possible outcome for your money is the Queen of Crystals. So let's have a look. We start with the Wombat Spirit as the overall energy for your week, Taurus, when it comes to your money. And it says be at home. So how does that relate to you and your money here? Okay, so the overall message here. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound and well fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognise that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to feel truly at home in your life with your family and tribe. Right now you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. Well, that's, yeah, okay, that sounds nice. Being at home in your own skin, being accepting of who you are as a person. I'm being told by spirit here that you don't need to be a certain way to be abundant. And I know that it's very hard when you look out on the internet, especially in the world of internet marketing of businesses, that it can feel like you have to be a certain way to earn the money, that you have to be pretty, you have to be well dressed, you have to live in a foreign country, you have to drive a certain car, you have to be posting beautiful images on Instagram to be abundant. And Spirit is saying through this message that this is not the case. You can just be you. And it's not always about making millions and millions of dollars. You can make what you need to live and feel well on. And that can be a lot less. You know, there's a lot of focus on the internet, and it drives me mad, to be honest, on 6-figure businesses, 7-figure businesses, you know, and always reaching the next level. And my own personal focus through my coaching is on helping women to create businesses that light up the world somehow, whether that be through the philanthropy that they can achieve through the money that they earn, or whether it be through helping people become better in some way, whether it heals soul wounds, whether it heals physical wounds, whether, you know, it just gives somebody something that lights up the world. And for many of us, it's not about earning millions of pounds and driving the latest Ferrari and all this sort of stuff. We could earn 50,000 a year and be really happy with that. And so Spirit is telling me now, Taurus, that instead of aspiring to something that isn't you, make sure that you are aspiring to something that is you, because you can be just as happy in that. You know, some of us, it's like some lottery winners, you know, they win the lottery and they go crazy and they buy 5 houses and 15 cars and they want to look like they're something and somebody. And other lottery winners just go, well, I'm going to carry on working at my job at the post office. And other people are like, why the hell would you want to do that? Why would the hell would... But they're happy. They're happy with what they do and what they have. And they're happy in the same house that they've lived in all their lives. And they're happy there. They don't want a new mansion. It just doesn't appeal to them. So when it comes to your money this month, Taurus, I want you to be honest with yourself. And think about what you actually really want, what you actually really aspire to. Do you want all the trappings of 6- and 7-figure businesses, or, you know, are you happy with your lot and you just want to be comfortable? and you want to do a few things that you'd like to do. That's the feeling I'm kind of getting from this. Where you need to focus your energy, we've got the Tower moment. We've got a Tower moment. This is about release and revelation, and I feel like this is a catalyst for change. It's always a catalyst for change, the Tower. Don't be afraid of this card. A lot of people are afraid of it. They go, oh no, the Tower, everything's collapsing, everything's going to hell. This card is just a symbol that better times are coming. It may be that you need to get rid of a few things. You know, in line with what I've just said about this Wombat card, it could be that you've made this massive plan of how you're going to make all these 7 figures and you feel uncomfortable with it. Intuitively, you know that it's not really for you. You're not bothered. You don't want all the extra rubbish that comes along with it. You don't want to hire a massive team to help you earn all this money. You don't want to be paying 500,000 out in Facebook ads just to make the million back. You just want a nice, easy business that it helps you, it helps others, and maybe you need to change that plan. Maybe you need to release that plan and start focusing more on what you really want, on what makes you happy. And I feel that what makes you happy is a more homely sort of business. So, your strengths this week, when it comes to money, the Knight of Feathers. This guy is about action and focus. It takes a lot of action towards what they want. And I feel that that's what you need to do. Your strengths this week are you're going to take a lot of action towards what it is that you want to achieve. I think if you've made a plan, if you make a plan for what it is that you want, and you know deep in your bones that it's what you need to do and it will be what makes you happy, there will be no stopping you, Taurus. There just won't. Because, you know, as soon as you know what you need to do and what you need to focus on, it's very easy. And that will get rid of any sort of overwhelm you might have around your business. And it will help to bring in the abundance, I feel. So in your possible obstacle spot, we've got the Empress. She's about beauty and abundance. She's about birthing new things. She's very maternal. She's all about nature. Now, for some people, this card is about birthing new things that can actually be a baby. So be careful with that, because that could be a block to your money success. Babies cost fortunes. I'm going to clarify that one, because she pops up quite often in the obstacles, and sometimes I wonder why, because she's quite a positive card. She is about abundance, and I feel like there is abundance around you in this reading. So let's see what the Rider-Waite deck has to offer. Whoa, we've got a jumper. We've got the Four of Wands. And this is about comfort and community. It's about prosperity. It's about achievements. I'm not so sure that this is a block to your success this week, honestly. I'm not sure, because this doesn't feel very blocky, does it? In any way, shape or form. It's about coming home after exploring things. So, I'm just being told don't do too much exploration. Don't take too much exploration. It ties in, actually. I'm being told this card ties in with this Knight of Feathers, which is actually your strength, which is, you know, that you are very good at focusing, taking action on what it is that you want. But the obstacle could be that you are craving abundance so much and wanting to create new things, and you are going to explore what you want to create, but busy work. It could turn into busy work. You need to focus more on the action and less on the abundance. It will lead to abundance, without a doubt. But be careful that you don't just get too involved in busy work and too keen on exploring things that you don't actually do anything. I feel like, you know, get out of your own head and take a lot of action this week, Taurus, with this one. It's also about comfort and community, and I feel it also ties up this card with this Wombat, where you feel more at home. And I've just been told, although you feel at home, don't use home as an excuse to not do anything. Don't get too comfortable. You have to take action. You have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit if you're going to achieve anything. And then finally, your outcome, if you follow the energy of the cards, is a Queen of Crystals. And she is about comfort. Again, she's about comfort. She's about prosperity. She's about nurturing. She can also represent a working mom who contributes to the family. And I do feel that that's what this outcome is, that you will contribute here. I feel like you need almost a change of mindset, Taurus. That it's, you know, you're aiming for something that isn't really you. And I feel like you need to be aiming for something, you know, not that what all the gurus tell you, not what you think you should want. I think you need to be honest with yourself about what you want. And then the prosperity will actually come to you here. You know, stop doing all this silly busy work that is around the kind of things that other people tell you to do. Because I think it's costing you money. I think you're doing a lot of busy work that, you know, social media, for example. You can be told to be all over social media. And quite often the return on your investment of time in social media is very small. It can also be very small if you advertise on there. It doesn't always do the great good that you think it might. And it can equate to busy work. This Knight of Feathers. It can equate to busy work where, you know, you spend all day making posts and putting them out there and trying to engage in groups and, you know, comment on things, and, you know, it turns into an all-day event and you don't get anything back out of it. And if that is not really your thing, but you're being told that it should be your thing, stop doing it. Just stop doing it. There's a lot here about your comfort zone. There really is. And I feel it's kind of a conflict. Spirit's telling you to get out of your comfort zone to succeed, but also to make sure that you're in your comfort zone at the end of the day, that what you achieve puts you in your comfort zone and doesn't take you out of it. You know, not all of us want to be billionaires. We're not comfortable with that. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure it must do, because, you know, a lot of us don't aspire to the kind of stuff that the gurus and people out there are telling us that we should aspire to. It's just not really what we want, is it? Right, let's get to your general business reading. And I've got the Knight of Bows, the Fox, and he is in reverse. He's the equivalent of the Knight of Wands. And he's usually the charmer of the knights, but he's in reverse, which says that there's a blockage going on here. This is somebody who is usually very charismatic, very flirty, very much about action and drive, but I feel like you don't believe in yourself. This being in reverse makes me think that you have all the qualities of leadership. You have this charisma. You do make other people feel good. You are very attractive to people. But you don't see it. You just don't believe in yourself. This is, the ones really are about energy, enthusiasm, passion, inspiration, and your opinions, what you believe and not what you actually think. And I think on an intellectual level you might believe that you're okay, but what you believe underneath, you don't believe in yourself as that person that other people, you don't see yourself as the other people see you. Okay? So that's something to look at this week. Where you need to focus your energy is the Queen of Shells. She is receptive, she's subtle, she leads from behind, she's very flexible. She's about peace and compassion. And I've got the feeling that this could be about self-compassion for you this week, Taurus. Your strengths, the Five of Acorns. This is about challenge and growth. It's about a bit of conflict and tension perhaps coming in. This again is also about your opinions, having opposing beliefs, maybe arguing with somebody about something. But it says it's a strength, so maybe you're standing up for something you believe in. Your possible obstacles, the Nine of Crystals. And she's about security and abundance, self-sufficiency, independence, comfort, luxury. She's a nice card. Why is she an obstacle? I don't know. And then the outcome is the Shadow, which is sometimes the Devil card. So you've got two cards here that are generally, you know, people are a little bit afraid of them. Don't be afraid of the Shadow, the Devil card. He is about materialism. He's about self-empowerment and ambition at the same time, and what your desires are. And I feel, again, in the same way, this ties in with the money reading, because I'm not sure that you believe in yourself. I'm trying to explain what I'm being shown by Spirit here, and Spirit is kind of showing me somebody who is not being authentic to themselves, who is putting on some sort of mask to try and be something that they're not, and they want to be more homely, they want to be more down to earth and grounded, and yet they're perhaps showing a facade of being something else that actually they don't really want to be. And I'm still getting that impression. I feel like authenticity is key to your success this week, Taurus. I'm going to clarify, I think, some of these cards. I do believe this week is about self-belief for you and learning to believe in yourself. So I'm going to clarify the Queen of Shells here. Because there's something emotional going on. There's some feelings going on here that you need to be focusing your energy on. So let's see what Spirit says that is about. Oh, there we go. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. This guy is about not taking any risks. He's about planning. He's about being methodical. It's about endurance. He's a slow mover, this guy. He's busy planning out his finances. So in line with this Queen of Shells, what does that tell us? It tells us I need to go again. And this time I get the Nine of Wands. You're close to the finish line. Never give up. You've been challenged. You've been feeling a bit sorry for yourself. But this is about moving forward, about there being light at the end of the tunnel here. You're so close to being successful. Right, I'm starting to get the feeling that you feel emotionally like things have been very slow. What I'm getting here is that it's subtle. It's been quite a subtle, slow-moving situation. And the Knight of Pentacles here, he is here to show you about planning, about being methodical, about creating a routine that works for you. Because you're almost there. Focus on not giving up. Focus on self-compassion is what I'm being told. You feel like you should be further on than you are, and you're not. And instead of fighting that, instead of thinking, oh, you know, I'm terrible at this, I need to give up, I'm not cut out for this, you are cut out for this. You're actually closer than you think. It's just been a slow-moving situation. Could be slow-moving because you lack this belief in yourself. You know, you are a charming person, you are somebody that attracts clients, and maybe you've been holding back. It could be through something such as making videos or something like that. You worry about your appearance, you worry that you're not particularly charming, you're worried that you're not going to attract people to live videos or whatever, and you're a bit afraid of it. But as a result, things have been really slow moving, and you're almost there. You really are almost there, and you need to have some self-compassion and some understanding that, you know, you're human and not everything happens all at once. Your strengths and the positives, the Five of Acorns. This is a funny one because it doesn't always feel like a very positive card, this Five of Acorns. It's usually all about challenge and growth and conflict and tension and maybe being yelled at, maybe having opposing beliefs with somebody, maybe fighting with someone. Where is that a strength, Spirit? Tell me, Spirit, why is this a strength? I've got 3 cards. The first one is the Eight of Wands. This is about letting it go. You may have some conflicts this week, Taurus. You may be challenged, but you are going to let it go. You're going to rise above it and let it go. You're going to rise above it and let it go, and it will help you to move forwards. The next card that came out on this one is the Judgment card. And this is all about renewal. enlightenment, healing, assessment, and new purpose. So whatever this challenge is, it isn't something that brings you down. It's actually something that brings you up. Because instead of being cowed by it, it actually fires you up to move forwards, to make a decision, to make a new start. And that's the third card that I got, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a turning point. There's change coming in this week, Taurus. Something that, you know, you're going to fight back. You're not going to sit and be upset by whatever it is. Now, the possible obstacles, we've got the Nine of Crystals. She's about security, abundance, self-sufficiency, independence, comfort and luxury. Why is she an obstacle, Spirit? Why is she an obstacle? It almost feels like they came out in the wrong order, doesn't it? The challenge and growth would be the obstacle, and the security and abundance would be the strength. So what is this Nine of Crystals about, Spirit, please? Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. The Nine of Crystals is about all this luxury and stuff, and then I've ended up with the Page of Swords here. This guy is very much about communication. He's about exploration and discovery. He's about new ways of doing things. He is all about the communication. He can represent things like speaking gigs. This is what is blocking you. This is what blows my mind. I got the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is exactly this. It's exactly this. So your obstacle, Taurus, at the moment is that this is what you could have. This security, this abundance. But you're blocking it. You have this opportunity to communicate with people. And again, I'm going back to this, you know, are you afraid to be on video? Are you afraid to do speaking gigs? That sort of thing. You are actually really good at it, but you don't believe in yourself. And that's what this is saying. You've got this opportunity for abundance coming in. You are more than enough to do great things with your communication skills. But you're back to blocking yourself. There is a lack of belief here in yourself. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. And then we have this outcome with the Shadow there. He's about self-empowerment. He's about his shadow self and the darker side of yourself. And some people are afraid to explore the darker side of themselves. You know, they're worried about what they might see, but ultimately we're all human. We all have a dark side. And by being clear on what that dark side is, we can work with it instead of trying to work against it the whole time. I've clarified that, and I've got the Ace of Pentacles here. This is about new financial opportunities coming in. It is about prosperity. It is about manifestation. This is a pretty good outcome. And I feel like with this Devil card here, the Shadow card here, you are very ambitious actually. And I think it's time to look at why you believe that you are not good enough to communicate or do a speaking gig or do live videos or all the rest of it, because I feel like you definitely are. It is a belief, it's not the truth. You need to empower yourself. You need to build the confidence to go out there and take with both hands the opportunities that are coming in for you. It's again another mindset shift that you need, because if you deal with this, if you feel self-empowered, it's leading to this Ace of Pentacles that is going to bring in some real nice financial opportunities. And I feel it is tied in with this videoing or, you know, speaking gigs or something like that. You need to get out there more. The more you get out there, the better it'll be for you. So I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I do have some recordings that help boost confidence if you're interested in those, and I will link them in the description below, because I feel like if you boost your confidence to go out there and do some new things, that this prosperity is definitely waiting for you. I think it could be a new start. And, you know, I'll give you a bit of advice. I started making these videos a little while ago, and I've made about 50 or 60 of them now. And I hated it when I first started, because I kind of feel like I talk to myself, and I don't get much response on the videos, so it's a bit like, well, I don't know whether people like them or not, I don't know whose energy I'm tapping into, and it can be difficult to have the confidence to do stuff, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets. And so sometimes if it's something like, I don't know, a fear of putting live video out there, or a fear of making, well, YouTube videos, I mean, these aren't live, but just do it every day for 30 days. Challenge yourself to make a video every day for 30 days. You don't have to publish them, just make them and assess them, and every day look at them and go, how could I do this better? How could I do this better? How could I be more comfortable? How can I make this more natural? How can I make this better for the people that I want to listen? And eventually things start to improve gradually, and you'll look back at the first video and go, flipping heck, that was terrible. But by day 30, you know, you look at yourself and you think, well, I've come really far. You know, you might still have a way to go, but you will come a long way. And the only way to actually get anywhere is to take action, to actually move forward. But you are more charming than, you know, this is a belief, this is not a fact. You believe that you're not a charmer, but underneath it you really are. You really are. You will attract your clients. You will make people feel good. And you just need to get away from this belief that you're not enough. Build your confidence up, Taurus. Okay, so on that note I'm going to finish. Hope it resonated with you. Please like and subscribe and ding the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I'm doing a lot more videos from now on. And I will look forward to seeing you again soon, Taurus. Have a great week. With love and magic always. Bye-bye for now.